Hello students, welcome to this video tutorial titled Subtracting with Integer Tiles. So we learned how to add with integer tiles, and now we're going to look at the opposite operation, subtracting. Okay, while you're watching this video, you should be working on your copy of the Google Slides Subtracting with Integer Tiles student copy. Okay, important thing to remember, when subtracting with integer tiles, we must remember to take away tiles. Now, when we did addition of integers, we always combine the tiles, but in subtraction, it's completely different. All right, let's show you how. Example 1, -4 subtract -3. All right, so the one thing addition and subtraction have in common is we have to build the first integer. So the first integer is -4, so I'm going to bring over 4 negative tiles. Okay, so once I've built the first integer, then we have to ask ourselves, can we take away 3 negative tiles? Well, in this case, can we take away 3 negative tiles? Sure we can. We can take away this one, and this one. So let's create a loop. I'm going to take these 3. I'm going to make them transparent. This time, I'm going to use a different color because this is not a zero model. So I'm going to choose blue, or I can choose whatever color, and then I'm going to make it a little bit thick. And then what I want to do is I want to create an arrow with the same color. So I'm going to create an arrow here. I'm going to make the line a little bit thick there, and I'm going to spin it, rotate it just a little bit. Okay, so can I take away 3 negative tiles? Yes, I can. Notice that I created the loop not in red because this is not a zero model. So I'm going to take these 3 negative tiles away, and then as I scan to the right, I have an equal sign leading us to step 2, the answer. What remains after I take away 3 negative tiles? Well, there's only 1 tile that remains, so that is my answer. So the answer to -4 subtract -3 is -1. Okay, so that's the simplest type of subtraction question. All right, let's move on to slide 3, example 2. +3 subtract -2. When subtracting with integer tiles, we must remember to take away tiles. So let's build the first integer, +3. So I've got my +3 here. Okay. Then you ask yourself, can you take away 2 negative tiles? Well, unfortunately, I don't have any negative tiles, so I can't. So what we have to do is we have to bring 2 negative tiles from the integer bin. Okay, but the problem is, if we bring over 2 negative integer tiles, it changes the value of the first integer. So how can I bring over 2 negative integer tiles without making a change to the first integer? Yes, we make them zero models. So what I brought over is 2 zero models because I needed 2 negative tiles because I need to take them away. But the thing is that since I brought them over as zero models, it does not change the value of the first integer. This is still +3. Okay, we're not going to circle the zero models in this case. All right, so now can we take away 2 negative tiles? Yes, we can. So I'm going to create the rounded rectangle again, and I'm going to circle the 2 negative tiles that I want to take away. I'm going to make this transparent. I'm going to use that blue I used last time. I'm going to make the line a little bit thicker. And then I'm going to go back to the first example and copy my arrow, and then I'm going to paste it over here. Okay. So again, we're always asking ourselves, can we take away the second integer? Well, now we can. So if we take away these 2 negative tiles, what will remain? Well, what will remain is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positive tiles, and I need to show that over here in step 2, the answer. Okay, so I'm going to bring over 5 positive tiles, and to make them easy to count, I'm going to stack them all very close together. Okay, so the answer to the question, positive 3 subtract negative 2 is positive 5. I don't want you to be thinking about, okay, so why is that possible? I just want you to trust the tiles. Okay, let's go on to question 3. Negative 1 subtract positive 4. Okay, so let's build the first integer, which is negative 1. Now we ask ourselves, can we take away 4 positive tiles? Well, no, we can't, because there are no positive tiles. So let's bring 4 positive tiles into our question. Now, I can't just bring 4 positive tiles because that changes the value of our negative 1. So I have to bring the corresponding negative tiles so that I'm going to create 4 zero models. Okay? I don't want to circle the zero models because I'm going to separate the zero models. So I needed 4 positive tiles to take away. So I added the 4 positive tiles. But I can't just add 4 positive tiles. I have to make them corresponding zero models. Okay, so now ask yourself, can you take away 4 positive tiles? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. There they are. So I'm going to create my loop for those 4 positive tiles. Okay. And then I'm going to paste my arrow, and I'll put my arrow right there. So once I take away these 4 positive tiles, what will remain? I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 negative tiles, and that's what I need to show in step 2, the answer. You always have to show what's remaining as your answer. So I'm going to bring over 5 negative tiles. Okay, so the answer to the question, negative 1 subtract positive 4, is negative 5. Now, whenever you're working on these questions, in your answer, you should never be left with a zero model. It will either be all positive tiles or all negative tiles. Okay, let's go to example 4. Positive 4. Okay, so I'm not even looking at the second integer yet. I'm going to build my first integer, which is positive 4. Okay. Then I ask myself the question, can I take away the second integer, positive 6? Well, this is an interesting question because I can't take away 6 positives because I've only got 4 positives. So how many more positives do I need? Hopefully you didn't say 6 because I've already got 4. So if I've already got 4, I only need to add what's necessary to take away. So in this case, I only need 2 more positive tiles. I've already got the 4, and I'm asked to take away 6. But I can't just add these 2 positive tiles. I have to bring the corresponding negative tiles so that they are zero models. Okay? All right, so now ask yourself, can you take away 6 positive tiles? Yes, I can. So I'm going to go to my loop. I'm going to circle the 6 positive tiles here. Okay, and then I should still have in my clipboard the arrow. Okay, so if I take away the 6 positive tiles, what remains? That will be my answer. So what remains is going to be negative 2. Okay, so the answer to the question, positive 4 subtract positive 6 equals negative 2. So this is kind of the most confusing type of question, but if you get it, then all the questions should be fairly routine. Okay, let's go on to example 5. So the first integer is -5. Okay, so let's bring over. I'm not even looking at the second integer yet because I know I have to build the first integer first. So let's bring this over. Okay. All right, now let's take a look at the second integer, -6. Can I take away 6 negative tiles? No, I don't have enough negative tiles. I've only got 5 negative tiles. So how many more negative tiles do I need to add? I've already got 5, but I'm asked to take away 6. So I only need 1 more negative tile, don't I? But I can't just add the 1 negative tile. It has to be a 0 model. Okay? Now, ask yourself, can you take away 6 negative tiles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I can. So let me insert. And then I'm going to draw a box or a loop around all 6 tiles. And then hopefully still have in my clipboard here the arrow. Okay. So what happens when I take away all 6 negative tiles? What remains? I will have 1 positive tile, and in your answer you'll have to show what remains after you've taken away the second integer. So the answer to the problem -5 subtract -6 is +1. So this more than addition of integer tiles takes a lot of practice. So you're going to get a lot of practice in the activity which comes next. Thanks for watching. Bye.